right. Well, hello, Washington Farm Bureau team. We are here this morning with Senator Judy Warnick. Senator, thank you very much for taking some time to visit with me and through Facebook Live with our members. I really appreciate it.
Glad to do it. Glad to do it. And, there's so many ways we can reach out to members now. But I represent the 13th Legislative District, which is Grant County, more of Yakima, and all of Kittitas County. So very rural. And agriculture is very important. And my background is from agriculture. I was born in Spokane. We grew up on a farm in Deer Park. We had a dairy farm, along with all my friends had dairy farms. There's very few dairy farms of that size anymore. So which is sad to me, but I've always been supportive of farming. We now live in Moses Lake. We own a farm, and we lease the farm ground to our neighbor who needed some more acreage. He was farming his mom and dad's, and now he's farming ours. So that's very, very helpful to have somebody, when we work as hard as we do, to have somebody who's interested in farming for us. So all the time trying to help young farmers. But we raise cattle. And we have horses too. So, and right now we're going to be putting in corn, I believe, on our farm. But I ran for office because I was asked to run, and I did so to help with small business and agriculture. A lot of our farmers are small businesses. Whether you believe it or not, you do have a small business. You have a budget. You have good years, you have bad years, you have employees, and so the business issues are very, very key. I was reading something the other day about the Grant County area, about how farming is the base of the economy in Grant County. Yes, we have a lot of manufacturers coming in, other job opportunities, but farming and agriculture is still the base. Because we have the food processors, we have the equipment dealers, and tire stores. So, but farming is the base. And so we need to continue to let people know that that's through Farm Bureau and other organizations, that farming is important to the economy of Washington. I heard at one point that the biggest employer in the state of Washington isn't necessarily Boeing or Amazon, it's the farming industry. And it's from the farm worker on the farm to the processor to the retailer. So it's farming and agriculture is extremely important. And I think we need to work on getting the word out about how important farming is. I know Farm Bureau just recently visited Olympia and gave us all bags of apples and potatoes and literature. We need to keep doing that, because a lot of my colleagues and people who live in urban areas, they go to the grocery store to get their apples and their products, their food, not really thinking where all that came from. So it's our job to do that, to educate moving forward where our farm comes from, or our food comes from. We are working to protect farms. Right now there's a bill that I know the Farm Bureau has been very active in, and it has to do with riparian, which is the right to farm closer to streams and waterways. And the governor has ideas about how he wants to see that done. And the Farm Bureau has been big on working with other folks, including the governor, to find a more voluntary method to do that through the Conservation Commission, through VSP programs. And so we're hoping, because we couldn't get the policy bill through, we're hoping to get something in the budget that will help allow this program to move forward on a voluntary basis. Farmers are the first conservationists. When I was in Deer Park, we had a small stream that went through our farm. My dad got Conservation Farmer of the Year back in the 1960s. So he recognized the need to conserve our waterway, conserve farmland, and conserve the timber that was on our property. So I think we need to get that word out that conservation is key to being successful farming. So glad to join you today, and don't know if you have any other questions to ask, but really glad to get the word out for the Farm Bureau and for our agriculture community. Thank you for listening.